Hi guys, and welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I will be talking about the best ways to make some gold right now during week 1 of patch 9.2. So I already made a video that is covering the overall patch, but as I mentioned, I think especially at the beginning of the patch, there are so many changes occurring, so all these different best ways can really change from a week to another. And so that's why, especially between week 1, when there is not the new raid, the new mythic plus, and all these new activities available, I think there's a lot of things that are really relevant right now and that might not be next week. And so that's why I want to cover all these different things. So I'm going to go through all the different ways, ranking them from best to worst. And yeah, then I'll provide, a few thoughts on what I'm personally doing and what I think you should do in order to make a lot of gold right now. So the first thing I want to mention is, of course, going to be all the different materials that are new to patch 9.2. So I'm talking, for instance, about the progenium ore, the progenitor essentia, and all these other items that you can get, the progenitor pelt and everything. So these items are right now on many realms very valuable, and especially keep in mind that people haven't started to craft all the new crafter's mark and the new legendaries. So probably next week the prices of these items is going to increase a lot, at least during the first few days, and then probably the prices are going to go back to normal. But right now I would say that really this is a very valuable activity, and of course this includes farming also the previous materials, because if you're for instance skinning, you will get all these previous Kalos hides and everything. But yeah, especially I would say that for me the progenitor essentia is going to be the most important. So in order to get more progenitor essentia when you're, for instance, skinning or opening chests or gathering other type of things, you want to activate this perspective Pokopok, which is basically just here saying I encourage Pokopok to show me treasures around. And then you want to come here, so just here on the map, and click on this Echo Giro Genesi, and click on Encourage Pokopok to expend 1 energy to increase your chance to gain Progenitor Essentia when mining or gathering. So here, as you can see, after that, you will receive 1 buff that lasts for 15 minutes, and that will help you get more of this Progenitor Essentia. And you can get it for instance here, as you can see, again, but it's gonna remain 15 minutes, so it's not cumulative. So really, every 15 minutes, if you really want to increase your chance, just do that, and I'm sure you will be able to get a little bit more of this progenitor essentia. So at number 2, I'm gonna have to talk about flipping all these different materials. So I mentioned already in one of my videos that was really focusing on the progenitor essentia that these items right now are the price is very fluid, so people don't really know how much it's gonna cost in a week. People are trying to gather as much as possible, so they will be prepared for the second week of patch number 2, when people will be able to start crafting all these new items. And so really right now, I think on a lot of realms there are good opportunities to buy all these different materials and then resell them next week for twice or 3 times the prices. Of course, one of my main focus right now is the progenitor essentia, but really this is going to be the same with, for instance, the progenium ore or the different pelts and also the different silken protofiber. So here, of course, I'm playing on a very low pop realm, but as you can imagine, all these items, I can easily buy them and next week put them for 1,000 each, and people will have to buy them if they want to craft all the new items. So really for me, I think flipping all these new materials is going to be very profitable, and so that's why I'm going to put it at number 2. So at number 3, I'm going to mention the new 242 and 246 BoEs. So whether it is by completing some world quests, opening chests, killing rares, you can get some of these 242 BoEs. So these items will especially be valuable during this first week, but they will remain valuable even after the new raid is being introduced. So for me, really farming these BoEs is going to be a good way to make some gold during this week. Of course, there is also the 246 BoE weapon that I already covered in a video recently. And really, I think if you can either find a farm, BoE farm with a 2x4 group, I think that's the best way to do it. or you can also simply open a lot of chests and things like that, and most likely you will be able to get some of these BoEs. But really, for me, all you need to do is go here and then type BoE, and most likely you will find some of these groups, like 2x4 BoE farm. And also, one thing that is good is that most of the time you can also try to combine these different BoE farms with, for instance, skinning and things like that. So in my opinion, that's a good way to make some gold, and it will remain interesting even after the launch of the new raid. So at number 4, we're gonna have the rank 6, rank 5, and rank 4 legendaries. So all these different legendaries right now are the best legendaries you can get. Again, the rank 7 will be available next week, so probably a lot of people are waiting to invest in the rank 7. But trust me, a lot of people still need rank 5, rank 4, or rank 6 legendaries. So this week, this is really one of the best items also that you can craft. And I'm sure you can still make a lot of gold with these different legendaries. At number 5, I'm gonna have to put boosting activities. So as the season is not yet finished, it's still something that people are willing to pay gold for. Especially I'm thinking about the Mythic Plus Keystone Master, and also of course the last boss of the current raid. So all these different boosts are still something that you can make quite a lot of gold with. And yeah, again, as I mentioned in my previous videos, if you have enough skills and maybe like a guild that you can do this boost with, honestly I would recommend, because this is a really easy way to make a lot of gold. But yeah, so this is gonna be my number 5. At number 6, I'm actually gonna have to put the flipping the different 242 and 246 BoEs. So some of them can really be bought for a really good price, and I think again they will remain relevant even after the launch of the new raid. So if you find some of these BoEs 242 and the weapon 246 for a low price, and by that, for instance, for these ones I mean less than 10k or less than 20k, I would recommend to buy them and then try to resell them, because most likely you will be able to make quite a good profit with this item. For the weapon, the 246 BoE and sword, I would say that a good price would be lower than 200k. If you find something for around 100k, definitely buy it. But I would say even lower than 200k would be interesting. So keep that in mind. I think flipping these different BoEs is definitely an interesting activity right now. But again, it can be a little bit risky. So if you are not willing to invest that amount of gold, then don't do it. It's really if you have a lot of gold and you don't really care if you have to lose maybe 10k gold around with these different items. So that's my number 6. At number 7, I will have to put the Strange Goop. So the Strange Goop is an item that you can fish just here in Zereth Mortis, just here. And this is an item that is needed in order to summon Irukon that can then drop a mount. And it is very difficult to get this item, so a lot of people are willing to buy it at the auction house. The prices is going really down fast because more and more people are farming it. But I strongly think that this is something that is going to remain relevant throughout the patch, and probably actually the prices are going to increase even after the first few weeks, because less people are going to be interested in fishing when the new Mythic PvP and Mythic Plus season is going to start, and when the new raid is going to be launched. So right now a lot of people don't have a lot of things to do, and they're willing to spend 2-3 hours farming for this item. But trust me, I think the price is going to increase a little bit. So you can also, if you find some very cheap auctions, you can also invest and maybe buy them and then resell them later on in the patch. But yeah, so I would have to put this one now, and I think really it's going to be an interesting way to make quite a lot of gold. So of course, after that, you have a lot of other ways, such as farming the old material or maybe doing some old contents like farms. But right now, I really wanted to focus only on what is relevant during this first week in Zereth Mortis and in patch 9.2. So in my opinion, these are the main things you want to really focus on right now. But for sure, you have other ways as always. But yeah, so that's it for today's video. I will make another one probably on Wednesday or Thursday for week 2. And yeah, if you like the video, please don't hesitate to subscribe, and I will be back very soon with more videos. Okay, see you.